Welcome to Cryoni Journal Management System tutorial. In this video, let's see how the editorial process in Cryoni takes place. For that, I have logged in as a journal manager. For the particular publication house, the number of journals has been listed. To see how the submission workflow takes place, I'm going into the particular journal and log in as a journal manager. Once you are logged in, you can see the submission for the particular journal, how many submissions has been listed out. You can see in the single view. You can see the article ID, article type, and what stage the manuscript is in, whether it is in the submission stage, review stage, or in the production, and their status, whether it is a revision requested or sent to review. All the status will be shown here. And if the journal manager wants the detailed view, there's a dashboard option available. On this dashboard, you can see how many total articles are there and how many accepted, or how many is in the review stage. You will be getting a detailed insights here. And the submission URL, and there's a submission summary option, whether there's any changes requested from the author. The submission summary will be listed out here. And the next one is the review summary. How many manuscript has been moved to the review stage, how many has been accepted, how many has been in the pending stage. All the details will be shown here. And next one is the month-wise submission matrix. For the particular month, how many submission has been received. The matrix will be shown here. So moving back to the submission. As you can see here, a new manuscript has been recently submitted. So now let's see how the editorial process for this manuscript takes place. Now let's go to the particular submission. This is how the submission interface looks like. So the journal manager can view the submissions files here. They can download and complete their initial screening process. So if they need more details about the submission, there is an option for the submission details here. So here, all the metadata of the submission will be shown, from the journal name, acronym, submission title, abstract, license agreement, and the contributor details. All the details will be shown under the submission details section. And there is an additional two options available. One is letter history and another one is the meta download. The letter history option is that, so what all the mails triggered to the concerned person will be listed out here. As you can see here, for the author, the mail has been received, that the submission confirmation mail has been received, and the acknowledgement mail for the journal manager, EIC, and the associate EIC is received. So all the letter history will be shown here. If needed, the journal manager can download the letter history as a PDF or an Excel file. And the next option is the meta download. Once we click the meta download option, the manuscript metadata will be downloaded as an XML file. So the journal manager can use this XML file for the indexing purposes. And the next important feature is that AA review. Here, the author's manuscript will be compared with the journal scope and provide the editorial user or the journal manager with an instant score that whether the manuscript matches with the journal scope or not. So this saves a lot of editorial time in the desk rejection. So the editorial user doesn't need to spend more time on reviewing the manuscript. They can just come here for the AA review and see here whether the manuscript matches the scope or not. Here you can see the result. This particular manuscript is within scope. If the manuscript abstract doesn't matches with the scope, here the result will be shown as the out of scope. And a small summary also given here. So this is the three options. Let's explore the other option available. Next one is the pre-review discussion. The journal manager or the editorial user wants to initiate any discussion. They can use this option. They can click on add discussion and invite for the participants needed and enter the subject and the message. So this will initiate a discussion session to the participants whoever are initiated. So next other option is the participant section. For this particular manuscript, there is a list of participants available here. So in this users roles and settings, we can configure it as an auto assigned participants also. Otherwise, based on your journal policies or the guidelines, the journal manager can invite the participants for the particular manuscript. So there is an assigned participants option available. So the journal manager or the editorial user can assign the participants for the particular manuscript here. They can select the role name and choose the participants from here. So I'm inviting a new editorial board member for the particular manuscript, and I'm selecting the workflow. To whichever workflow they need their contribution, submissions or review. So I'm just inviting this user for both the workflow submission and review. So the new participant has been added here. So this is the option available. And so next other option is the request changes. After reviewing the manuscript, if the journal manager feels is there any other changes needed, so they can use this option at the time. So they can request changes from the author. So here is the section where the journal manager will be entering what changes needed. And if any supported file needs to be attached, they can attach it from the upload file option. For example, I'm just going to change the font of the manuscript. So I'm requesting changes from the author. So here you can see a new tab has been added, requested changes. So here you can see what here you can see the what is requested. So here who requested the manuscript and the requested date and what note which is sent to the author will be shown. So now let's go to the author tab to see how this requested change request has been arrived. So I'm moving to the author's login now. So this is the author's dashboard. I'm moving into the particular journal. Here you can see the status requested changes. So what the author will do, they will just go to the particular submission. First, they need to accept the changes, accept the change request. And after that, what change requested from the editor or journal manager will be shown here for the author. So author will be reviewing the change request and upload the revised manuscript here. I'm just in the author's dashboard, I'm uploading the revised manuscript. Now you can see the change request has been submitted. Now let's go back to the journal manager tab. Here you can see the status has been changed to changes submitted. So again, the journal manager will be reviewing the file. Here you can see the requested original manuscript and the updated manuscript will be shown here. Okay. Once everything feels satisfied for the journal manager, they can move to the action tab. There's a 3 option available: accept and send to review, accept, skip review, and decline submission. So the journal manager can decide what needs to be done. For example, I'm moving this particular manuscript to the review stage. Here, the journal manager needs to check the mandatory checklist that the manuscript has gone through the administrative check, scope and relevance check, plagiarism check. And for the plagiarism check, the corresponding manuscript needs to be submitted. The similarity proof documents needs to be submitted. So, and the journal manager can decide what all the files needs to be moved to the review stage. Since this journal is the double-blind journal, I'm moving the anonymized manuscript to the review stage. Now, the manuscript has successfully moved to the review stage. In our next video, let's see how to invite the peer reviewers and how the peer review process takes place in Crayoni Journal Management System.